love it when Mrs. Krupp isn't here and I can have beer with my dinner.
Dad, she's not here because she's at a funeral.
Whatever it takes.
Hi, we're home. When did our nice little home become a speakeasy?
So, how was the funeral?
Oh, it was really lovely. Mia gave a beautiful speech about her grandmother.
That's nice.
You want to hear something amazing? Bobby Lieber was 83 years old, and her final words were, "It's so short."
That could mean a lot of things.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure she meant life's so short. Anyway, maybe it was because I've never been to a funeral before, but it really got me thinking, why don't we tell people how we feel about them before it's too late? Why don't we tell them when they're right here?
Why, indeed.
It's a shame.
Amen.
You're absolutely right, Molly.
Thanks, Grandma.
I want my funeral now.
Everything you want, everything you want, everything you want. Life can be complicated, too often mistranslated. Love is for all ages, hearts turn different pages.
What was that, Grandma?
You heard me. I want my funeral now.
That is the looniest thing I ever heard.
Mother, I'm not going to pay for it every time someone around here wants an extra funeral.
Do this one up big. You can go cheap later.
Harriet, this is a tad unusual.
When Molly said we shouldn't wait until people were gone, you said amen.
What was I supposed to say? Baloney?
And what about you, dear? Did you need it? Or were you just flapping your gums?
Well, you know what? You are absolutely right.
Molly?
No, I'm serious. I don't think that this is crazy at all. I mean, we're always saying life is short and treat each day as if it were your last and tell people how you feel about them before it's too late, but we never do anything. Well, this is the only Grandma I've ever known. And so if she wants this, I'm going to give her the best funeral ever.
Now you're talking. Rick, as my oldest grandchild, you do the eulogy.
No problem.
And I'd also like a large bust of my head made completely out of flowers. Grant, you do that.
Oh, Grandma, I'm really not a good artist. How about I just do the music?
You'll do that, too. But keep it simple. I don't want to overshadow the flock of doves.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Reynolds. It's Molly Stage. I'm calling to invite you to my grandma's funeral. Oh, no, don't be sorry. She's still alive. No, we're not crazy.
Well, I'm sure glad we're having this here instead of at a funeral parlor. Some racket they've got going.
Do funeral people make a lot of money?
I'll say they do.
Okay, bye, Mrs. Reynolds. Oh, Grandma, it looks like we're going to get a really good turnout.
Oh, wonderful, dear. I only wish my favorite niece could be here.
Mother, don't start. We're not inviting Tilly.
Tilly, huh? Boy, there's a name I haven't heard in years.
Well, why can't Tilly come?
You know perfectly well why. You also know that you're not supposed to mention her name in this house.
Who's Tilly?
She's my cousin. We were very close when we were girls. We're like sisters and cousins.
Well, how come I've never heard of her?
Well, we had a falling out. And you can wipe that smile off your face.
What? I'm reading the funnies.
Without Tilly, it's going to be a mighty sad funeral.
I'm not falling for your crying act.
Shoot. Here's Tilly's number. Make it happen.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet you, too. Okay, bye. Yay, Tilly's coming.
Oh, wow, you have got guts, Mom.
I know that I'm doing the right thing. When Mom and Tilly see each other, they're going to forget all the bad stuff and rush into each other's arms. I've seen it on Oprah, Sally Jesse, Montel.
Well, I've seen it on Springer. They throw chairs and bitch slap each other.
Okay, what do you think? Is it starting to look like Grandma?
What part of her?
This way, please.
Mom?
What are you two doing?
We're digging a grave for Susie's parakeet. We got the idea when you said funeral people make a lot of money.
Can I have a moment alone with Beaky? Of course, dear. Take all the time you need. Your love was a great comfort to her in her final hours.
You guys, you can't just dig holes like
Wait
that.
a minute. She's paying you for this?
$5. 6 if there's music.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Yeah, 30 folding chairs and 6 tape. Perfect. Thank you. Hey, Rick. The funeral's tomorrow. How's the eulogy coming?
Oh, I got it covered. Buddy of mine's got a truck. I'm gonna board tomorrow morning. Go pick up a bunch of eulogies.
Do you know what a eulogy is?
It's that log you put on the fire Christmas.
That's a Yule log. A eulogy is a speech.
What? I can't write a speech? This is crazy.
It's not crazy. It's important. Oh, that must be Tilly. I gotta get the door before Mom does.
Hello, Jerry.
Tilly, wow.
Look at you. Handsome as ever.
You look pretty darn good yourself.
Hi, I'm Molly. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, this is Molly. Gosh, you're a pretty little thing. Those stage jeans.
Please come in.
Does your mother know about this?
No, it's a surprise.
Pretty crazy stunt, Mom.
It's not crazy. You'll see.
Jerry, who is it that... Tilly? Mary! Oh, Molly, thank you for showing me how foolish I've been.
It never would have happened without Molly. Look at you.
Jerry, who is it that... Tilly?
Mary,
What are you doing here?
Molly invited me.
How could you? Oh, Mom, wait!
So how was your trip?
Dad, come help.
Yes, I'd better go up and check on,
Mary?
Right. My apologies, Tilly.
That's all right, sugar. I'll just stand right here and watch you walking away. Say, hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Tilly, you're looking well.
And you too, Fred. What's it been, 22 years?
Yep, you were wearing red the last time I saw you.
Good memory.
Good dress.
And I think the last time I saw you, you had your hands around my waist in a conga line.
I remember that, too. What have you been up to?
I'm up to 3 ex-husbands. Yeah. Oh, man, I would love a margarita about now.
Good luck in finding one here.
I've got a rental car, and it's a red Mustang convertible.
Well, let's go.
Molly, how could you?
Grandma really wanted Tilly at her funeral.
Well, I want her out of my house.
But this is a chance for you two to work things out. Life is too short to hold grudges, and she came all the way from Tennessee, and she seems really nice.
She's a man-eater.
What?
Before we were married, Tilly made a pass at your father. She kissed him.
Really? Dad?
She said she couldn't help herself.
Well, but if it was before you were married...
It was 10 minutes before we were married, in the church parking lot. Stop smiling.
Hey, I didn't kiss her back.
Look, Mom, I understand that must be really upsetting for you, but it was also 22 years ago.
Well, I'm not ready to forgive her.
Isn't that the whole point of this funeral? To do the right thing before it's too late? Come on, Mom, please. For Grandma.
All right, Tilly can stay. For the funeral. But don't expect me to get chummy with her.
Oh, come on, honey. I'm ready to forgive her.
Oh, I'll bet you are.
Hey, everybody, how's this sound? I'm not saying Grandma's thin, but when she walks into a pool room, they chalk her up. Little joke to get the eulogy rolling.
Here, buy a joke book.
Where'd you get all that?
Our dead pet business is booming.
I wonder where Grandpa and Tilly went.
It's just like her to take off and not tell anybody.
Hey, what's this Tilly broad look like anyway?
Oh, man, she is really a drab little mouse. I mean, your mom makes her look like a boy.
Shut up, Jerry.
Oh, that must be her.
Everybody.
Everybody, we have an announcement to make.
We're getting
Mary!
Grandpa must have money we don't know about.
Don't you two think you're kind of rushing things?
Well, like Molly said, life's short.
Okay, I didn't invent that saying.
Maybe he's got a Swiss bank account.
Dad, if you're lonely, you don't have to get married to, not be lonely.
What exactly are you suggesting?
Now, you all can't blame me for being attracted to a stage man. It's a mighty common affliction.
It's our curse.
But Freddie and I have known each other such a long time, and we just get along so well together.
But Mr. Stage is so old.
Oh, right back at you.
Just what are you up to, Tilly Crump McDowell Burton Rideout?
I'm not up to anything. Look, you guys, I think it's time for me to settle down with a steady, dependable man. And I think that Freddie is that guy. See, I know exactly where he's going to be every night. And that's a first for me.
I think the whole thing's crazy.
Maybe it's not so crazy.
What is that, your mantra?
Look, I know there is a gigantic age difference, and they barely know each other, and Tilly does have a terrible track record, and they do have alcohol on their breath, but I think it's kind of romantic.
Molly, just because you fall in love every week doesn't make it normal.
Just where are you two planning to live?
We're going to move back to Tennessee
You mean Mr. Stage is leaving?
just as soon as we get hitched.
What are you waiting for? You can have the wedding here right after my funeral.
Well, aren't you sweet? That way I can just change from my black dress to a white.
White, that's rich.
Are you sure it's not going to be too much trouble?
Don't be silly, Tilly. Molly can handle anything.
Oh, but...
It only makes sense, dear, after all. You're the one who brought them together.
What did I miss?
If Grandpa marries Tilly, will that make him our uncle?
No, he'll still be your grandpa.
Will Dad be our cousin?
No, you guys, nothing's gonna change. Except that Grandpa will maybe have a chance of being really, really happy.
He's too old to be that happy.
But you never stop needing love. I think that's why Grandma wants to see her funeral, so she can be reassured that we really love her.
You're a nice person, Molly. And a good sister.
Thanks.
Here's a little something for your troubles.
We're all driven by the winds of change.
Mary, you sure you won't change your mind about being my matron of honor?
Quite sure.
Not even as a favor to your cousin on my wedding day?
Well, I think I'll show you the same consideration you showed me on my wedding day.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry about my hormones. I was young and stupid. And Jerry Stage is a tall, dark, handsome optometrist. You have really good taste.
Shall we go down?
River of time.
We're all going to miss you, Dad.
I'm going to miss you, too.
It's not too late to change your mind.
You're right. Life with Tilly won't be near as much fun as watching Price is Right with Mrs. Crump.
Okay, point taken. Gee, my dad's getting married. I have to admit I'm still kind of in shock.
Me, too.
So, you nervous about the honeymoon?
No?
Got any questions?
Well, if they haven't changed the parts around, I'm fine.
Hey, Molly.
For the millionth time, I am not writing your eulogy for you.
No, it's not that. Somebody left this for you in the front porch.
Cupcake? I didn't order cupcakes. I ordered a full cake. How do they look?
Stiff and furry.
The guests of honor.
Okay, but you guys can't do this right now. We're having Grandma's funeral.
None of us can choose when it's our time to go.
Molly, the dub guy's here.
Look, you guys, you better be finished your funeral before ours begins. You got it?
We'll try, but the client ordered the deluxe package. Mourners and everything. Stand over there and look sad.
Do you guys give eulogies at these things? Over the last few years, she may have been slowed by age, but she never lost her zest for life. She would often spend entire days curled up on the window seat, watching the world go by. A hint of that morning's tuna fish on her breath. But her eyes would be full of memories. Memories of walking the back alleys long after midnight in search of adventure and romance.
That's me, all right.
Though she has now passed on to a better place, it is because of this zest for life that we will never forget Cupcake. Grandma.
That was beautiful. Oh, Grant, I love my bust.
Thanks, Grandma. I stayed up all night.
For my birthday, I want an ice sculpture.
Grant, music. This concludes the funeral services of Harriet Krupp. But we are not just here to celebrate the passing of a life, but also to celebrate the joining of two lives together.
Am I on yet?
Not yet, Grandpa!
Let's go. I'm a man in a hurry.
Okay. Fred Stage and Tilly Krupp have chosen today to proclaim their love. Yes, Grandma?
Nobody talked about how good a dancer I am.
Right. Funeral P.S. Among her many talents, the late Harriet Krupp was also a fine dancer. Anyway, how appropriate that on the day that we say goodbye to one family member, we wish another good luck. Wind? Could you turn the loud music down?
But it's Cupcake's favorite song.
What's taking so long?
Wait your turn, old man.
Well, get a move on. I've got doves crapping all over me.
I'm sorry. It's just that I have been saying that this thing isn't crazy, and I just suddenly realized that I'm the one who's crazy for pretending that this whole thing makes any sense at all. This started in a good place. It really did. I wanted the people I loved to show each other how much they cared before it was too late, so that we didn't have any regrets. Because life is short. You know, we say that you should live every day as if it were your last, but if you actually try to do that, you wind up doing crazy things like this. Having a memorial service for my grandmother, who's sitting right there. And a wedding for my grandpa and Tilly, who fell in love last night. So in other words, this is a celebration of insanity. Which I guess is a celebration of my family. Which I guess is a celebration of life. So, let's celebrate.
Time to get married.
Oh? Oh.
Tilly, you look beautiful.
Thank you, Mary.
Molly's right. Life is short, and I don't want to regret that we never made up, so I apologize for being so stubborn all of those years.
Well, I'm sorry, too. What I did was tacky.
But I overreacted.
Well, Jerry only had eyes for you.
I don't know about that.
I do. When I tried to kiss him, he pushed me away and said, the only woman I want to be kissing for the rest of my life is Mary Krupp.
Really? May I lead you in?
You bet.
Oh, my God, I forgot a minister.
I'm a minister of Universal Life Church, if that'll help.
What?
Yeah, I got ordained over the internet. Anyone can do it.
But why did you?
Parking privileges. So is it okay if I marry them?
It's not only okay, For this occasion, it's completely appropriate.
Do you, Tilly, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Grandpa, have money that we don't know about?
On the WB Monday night.
Where do you think you're going?
An episode so important, you must see it again.
I'm gonna blow him away. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's a matter of life and death.
Seventh Heaven. Then, a dark warrior. A beautiful ally. See their friendship grow into something more. USA Today raves this show is enormously entertaining. Angel After Seventh Heaven on the WB Monday night.